Hello and welcome back. You're watching Tales of Gear, and today's video is about the lower receiver. If you have watched my last video, it was all about the upper. Today's video is all about the lower receiver. So let's get started with the lower itself. Like the upper, this lower here is made by Prime. It is CNC aluminum, has these very nice markings. Here is the other side. These markings here were needed for import to Germany. As you know, I have bought this gun second-hand from Germany. The small parts for this lower are made by GMP. This means the fire control group and all the pins, springs, everything is made by GMP. I've added new receiver pins which are real steel, and these are actually the internals and externals of the lower itself. Other parts, as you see here, this pistol grip, this is a original, I believe 70s or 80s made pistol grip. The buttstock is original Colt, 70s made. This is what it looks like. All the screws, everything is original Colt vintage. The receiver extension tube is also original Colt, and well, if you want a M16A1, try to get one with these government markings, because having these gives you the opportunity to use this M16A1 for a wide range of impressions, 70s, 80s, even early 90s. The M16A1 was used even in the early 90s. We know it was replaced with the M16A2 in the 80s, but some units still use the M16A1 as well. So having these property of US government markings, M16A1 allows you to simply use this specific M16A1 in a long time frame. So let's talk about this receiver extension and what I have inside. As you can see here, let me take it out real quick. So first off, this is a original Colt vintage buffer. Nothing inside. I have taken out the weights just to make this system work better. But you may have noticed how this edge here is eaten up. I can say damaged. Well, this is me learning it the hard way and making mistakes and learning from them. If you're interested how to prevent that, which by the way happens also on real steel guns, let me know in the comments below and I can make a video about that. So I'm running this original Colt buffer. The spring here, let me take it out. The spring here is also original Colt, but you may have noticed it is not very long, but it's not cut, as you can see. Well, this is a carbine length buffer spring, and I'm using this shorter spring in a rifle length buffer extension, just because it has the right amount of power for this GBBR system. In my carbine, I'm using a even shorter real steel buffer spring. It works great. It gives it a very nice feeling when manipulating the charging handle, some sort of real steel feel, and it's pretty cool to have such real steel parts inside the GBBR. Also, another we have here. So the spacer inside of it. I have made these myself, and these actually restrict the bolt travel, how far back the bolt can travel. You familiar with GBBRs know that in GBBRs actually we have rubber discs that go inside, and you determine with the amount of these spacers how much the bolt travels. I'm using these. If you're interested why, let me know in the comments below. I will make a video on that, because there is a lot to talk about when it comes to these spacers, and when it comes to the buffer spring, the buffer, and this damaged part here. So let me know and I can make a video on that, how to prevent that. And well, another cool thing is, which you don't have on stock airsoft GBBR M16A1 stocks, is this color inside. Well, this is real steel, and this is what it looks like. It's pretty cool. I didn't remove the complete rack number here. It's a neat little detail, piece of history that is still on the stock. And so this is it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. See you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.